Welcome to the TACRO Tennessee Virtual College Fair tonight. We have an awesome lineup of institutions for you to hear from tonight. And thank you so much for joining us. I have just a few housekeeping announcements before I turn it over to our presenters. First of all, you might have questions for these institutions. So drop those questions in the Q&A button at the bottom of your screen. You might want to go ahead and address the specific college that your question is for. So if your question is for Union University, you might say, Union, I have a question. So that way they know who needs to respond to the question. This is a webinar, so your camera and your microphone are off, so our panelists cannot see or hear you. This is just one of the many sessions being offered as well, so feel free to sign up for additional sessions. And of course, this recording will be available. This presentation is being recorded, so the recording will be available for on demand at that same website where you registered within about a week. So without further ado, I am going to turn it over to our first presenters. So you are going to hear first from Middle Tennessee State University.
Hello, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. I know we only have a little bit of time, so I'm going to quickly go through what MTSU has to offer. But first, I just want to say welcome. My name is Peyton Terrio. I am the Rutherford County Admissions Counselor. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask me at any time, and I will give you our contact information at the end. All right, sorry about that. Okay, first, so just a little bit about MTSU. We are located in Middle Tennessee, in Rutherford County, actually. We are a very large public university. So we house about 22,000+ undergraduate students. Don't let that scare you. It is actually an amazing thing to have so many students on campus. Another fun fact about MTSU is we have over 140 academic programs. Those programs can range anywhere from our aerospace program, which is one of 7 aerospace programs that have the Delta Propel flight program. We have an amazing business program, a really big recording industry program here at MTSU. We've got an amazing nursing program and an education program that's one of the top in the state. We are one of the #1 providers of teachers in the state of Tennessee. So of course I can't tell you all 140 academic programs right now, but definitely check out what we have to offer and see if any of our programs match what you're interested in. And last but not least, we have over 300 student organizations on campus at MTSU. This is just a great way for our students to get involved in our campus life. As you see, we are a really big university, so we really recommend that our students get plugged into a smaller student organization to make your college experience even greater. So those student organizations can range from fraternity and sorority life on campus to student government association, to Blue Elite tour guides, or the debate team, the English club. So it ranges all over. So feel free to look on our website and skim through all of those and see if any of them stand out to you. Okay, so now we're gonna go into the application process and guaranteed admissions. These are just the steps. If you want to take a quick screenshot of this, that's a great way to remember all of these steps. It can be a little bit overwhelming, I know. First is going to be to fill out the online application. That will only take you about 20 minutes. The second is going to be to pay the $25 application fee or go to your school counselor and have them send us a fee waiver. Third is going to be submit your high school transcript, and fourth is to send your ACT or SAT scores. Both of those can actually be sent by your school counselor, so just make a trip to the guidance office and you're good to go. And then 5, we do have a personal statement form for students who do not meet guaranteed admissions or who have not been able to take an ACT test due to COVID. So if that is you, then you can definitely submit the personal statement form and we will get everything situated for you. Next is guaranteed admissions. These 3 boxes, if you meet one of them, then you're automatically going to be accepted to MTSU. you have a 3.0, you're good to go. A 22 on your ACT, you're good to go. Or a 2.7 paired with a 19 on your ACT, you'll also be accepted to MTSU. So what does it cost? Obviously, this is a big question when going through your college certs. So you guys are actually going to be looking at the blue box, the in-state box. Your tuition is going to roughly be about $4,700 per semester. And then you can add books, your optional residence hall, and your optional meal plan. Students, freshmen students on MTSU's campus do not have to live on campus. So you can live at home. We definitely recommend you live on campus, but you do not have to live on campus. So that's why those say optional beside it. So if you're thinking about living on campus and having a meal plan, you're roughly going to pay a little bit over $10,000 per semester. If you're not, you're going to look closer to that $4,700 mark. So definitely very affordable for a four-year public university, but that can definitely be overwhelming when talking about price. So now we'll talk a little bit about our scholarships. These are just some scholarships that can help you tear down that tuition price. So these are actually guaranteed to freshmen. So if you have a 23 and at least a 23 on your ACT and a 3.5 GPA, you are going to be eligible for our guaranteed scholarships. The only other requirement is that you must be accepted by December 1st. So just make sure that you're really getting those applications turned in by the deadline. And this is just a great way for other scholarships to be added onto or to be subtracted from that tuition cost. So if you have any questions about that, definitely feel free to reach out to admissions or MT One Stop, and they will be able to help you answer your questions about scholarships. And then these are just some important links that I wanted to include on here because obviously we don't have a ton of time to talk to you. So these are just all of the different links that you can click on. So for scholarships, housing, and you can definitely visit MTSU's campus. We are open on campus and we would love to see you. So definitely register for a campus tour. But that is me. Thank you so much for coming. And I hope to see you on campus soon.
Peyton, thank you very much. And just a quick reminder to our participants, don't forget you can put those questions in the chat. Up next is Tusculum University.
Hey guys, so I'm going to share my screen really quick. Okay, so I'm from Tusculum University. My name is Laura, and I'm an enrollment representative there. Tusculum University is in Greenville, Tennessee, so it's right in between Knoxville and Johnson City. So it's about an hour from Asheville, so that'll kind of put you in perspective there. Tusculum is a civic arts university. So that basically means that we're out in the community, you're vamping up your resume with volunteer hours, internship hours, and Fridays we do not have classes scheduled. So that's what we call that engaged learning day. And that day again is for those internships. But it shows on this booklet that there are 69,000 hours in community service that we logged from last year. And those are only the hours that were logged last year. So there were a lot more than that were done by our students and as well as our student athletics. But that just shows that Tusculum is all about being in the community and making sure you get a hands-on college experience. So this page basically goes over where we're located. Again, we're right in the heart of East Tennessee. So if you live in the Nashville area, then it's about 4 hours. If you live in East Tennessee, then it's right in the heart of that area. So Tusculum's actually 12th in the nation right now for best bang for your buck. So that basically means that we're super affordable and we're very marketable for our students as well. So Tusculum's actually one of the cheapest private schools in Tennessee right now. We'll give you a scholarship right off the bat for your merit, which is basically your academics, your GPA, your test scores, and all of that we'll take into consideration. We also take Tennessee Promise. So if you're a Tennessee Promise student and you're eligible for that, then we'll accept that. And it's basically an added scholarship onto your tuition and fees that you can get for 2 years. So you would pursue your associates with us, and then you would move on to your bachelor's degree and program of study from there. So this basically shows how diverse campus is. So again, we're in a small town, Greenville, Tennessee. So it's a small town with large cities surrounding, but there's so much diversity on campus. There's 38 states represented, and there's actually 35. It says 33, but there's 35 countries represented as well. So you're going to be able to get to know different cultures, different backgrounds, and really get to know the area around you as well. If you're interested in athletics, we're Division II in the NCAA. So this is a list of all of our athletics that we offer. Some of the newer ones that are offered on campus are bowling for men and women, as well as men's and women's volleyball. Those are offered as well in court and beach. But you can get scholarships for that added onto your academic money. So this basically just goes over how many majors and minors we have. So I'm going to skip over that and show you a list. We have around 1,700 students that are on campus. Most of those are undergraduate students. I would say about 1,200 of those are undergrad, and then the rest are graduate students. Most of our students live on campus, so it's a primarily residential campus as well. Our top majors are nursing. Anything in the business department is huge, and then education is probably our top majors right now. So this goes over some internship opportunities. In any major that you go into at Tusculum, you'll have that Friday off, and that's your internship day, unless you're a nursing or education major, and that Friday will be your clinical day. But basically, this shows a list of what internships a lot of our students have done, and you can also do internships in your hometown as well over the summer if you choose to do so. So these are just a few of the lists of where our students graduate and are employed. We have around a 95% employment rate as soon as you graduate with your degree, which is fairly high. And so as soon as you graduate with that degree in hand, then you'll be very marketable and ready to go in the job field that you choose. I'm going to skip over this one. So we require a 2.0 on your GPA and then an 18 on the ACT or higher. However, we are test optional this year. We also offer virtual and on-campus tours, and I would be happy to schedule those for you. Those are Monday through Friday, and that's a great way to kind of get to know campus a little bit. But we hope to see you on campus either this week, next week, the weeks to come, or next spring, and pioneer up. Thank you all.
Thank you very much, Laura. Next up, you're going to hear from Volunteer State Community College.
Excellent. Good evening, everyone. Let me share my screen as well. Did it pop up?
Yes.
Sweet. Thank you. Good evening. My name is Dustin Rawls. I work at Volunteer State Community College. I think I'm the lone community college representative in tonight's session. So I was listening. I think I'm going to switch gears a little bit. Rather than giving you the normal spiel that the slides that are pre-prepared for me to be able to share with students, I think I'm just going to talk to you from an admissions representative, and I'm also a professor in psychology. So a little bit about maybe just a different perspective on this whole thing, because the sessions before me and the sessions after me, you all are going to get a lot of information about these universities and schools. I'm just going to stop and share some general tips maybe for all of you, and that's going to include my school, because I will tell you out of the gate, though I work for Vol State Community College and they pay my salary, I have no problem in sharing with all of you. I don't really care if you come to Vol State. So that is a statement that's either really bold or could get me fired. Either way, I still stick behind that statement, being as long as I've served in higher education, because my goal for all of you future students is I want you to go somewhere. And the truth is, all of our schools have something unique to offer you. And you can be successful at each of our institutions that are presenting to you tonight, because a lot of that resides on your shoulders. So best advice, best practice that I could give you, since you're just wading into the waters of higher education, listen, everybody, take notes, which is a no-brainer. I'm going to recommend you physically visit every school. I know times are different right now with COVID-19 and university visits and college days. And so, but just between now and when you would start in the spring or the fall, you need to go visit these places in person and get a sense and a general feel of what's going on campus, where you feel comfortable, where you feel confident, because those things mean quite a bit when it comes to your success. If you go somewhere where you are told to go or instructed to go, or you go somewhere where you think you should go, but you would rather be someplace else, those things will weigh on you, and they could quite potentially affect you negatively and your performance. And that's not something that myself or any of the other presenters probably would want, is for your performance to be not up to its potential. So uh, visit every school, make sure that you get a general sense of what's going on, how they can serve you, how you can serve them. Lay everything out and do one of those pro-con lists, if you will, and who is going to give you the most money, who has the best program that fits you, where did you see yourself fitting in the best, where did you see yourself being the most plugged in, and those things are going to definitely support your success at any of the institutions, because I've worked at 5 different institutions. I'm a graduate of MTSU, so I can speak to their being a student there as well. You're going to encounter fantastic administrators and professors at each one of these institutions. But I'm also going to tell you the truth. You're going to meet some really crappy ones too. So that's the same for all of us. So you really need to do your homework up front and make sure you have thought through and gone through the process and the due diligence to come to a decision where you are really confident and you're excited about going to that institution, because ultimately all of us are in this degree business. We all want you to earn one of those. And I don't want to speak for all of us, but I probably would put money on they would agree with me. I'd rather you go to one of these other schools and be successful than you come to mine and not. 8 days a week, or 366 days a year, any of those other cheesy cliches, because that is ultimately, if we're in the degree business, that's really what we want. So I just decided to just do a different turn on our presentations. But I set a timer for myself. I got a minute and a half left. Vol State, we serve the greater Nashville area, except for Davidson County and the Upper Cumberland. We have 5 institutions. Or 5 areas that you can take classes plus online. We got some awards for doing some online education this year. We have 100 degrees. We got plenty of things for you to do. We don't have Friday classes. Our tuition's half the cost of universities at the state rate and much cheaper than private institutions. We do Tennessee Promise, where your tuition will be free, not just reduced, and all those other things, and lots of ways to get involved and lots of ways to get help. And here's how you apply. So all that information from my school and any of the schools is going to be identical. You need to take it upon yourself to do some Googling, do some website surfing, see how to get in contact with us. Our application's free, doesn't cost you anything. I'm also totally okay with being your backup plan. Some of you may not ever consider going to community college, but I'm pretty sure that none of you have a crystal ball and know what's going to happen in your future. So I'm quite comfortable and confident in the skills that I have as an administrator and as a teacher and as my fellow teachers, and what we can do for you. So best advice, visit everybody, talk to everybody, write everything down, have fun with it. Good luck with everything. Let us know if there's anything we can ever do to help you at Ball State. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Dustin. That's great advice. And whether that's visiting in person or taking advantage of all the virtual options that are offered right now, please do that. It is about finding the best fit. Up next, you're going to hear from Christian Brothers University.
All right, thank you. Let me go ahead and pull up the presentation. Oh, there we go. Okay. Hi, everyone. Good evening. I'm so glad you all are here to learn a little bit more about all the institutions and what we have to offer. My name is Maria Dopico. I am the Associate Director of Admissions here at Christian Brothers University. A little bit of background information about the institution itself. We were founded in 1871, so we are the oldest degree awarding institution in Memphis, Tennessee. And we are located right in the heart of Midtown Tennessee, or Midtown Memphis, excuse me. So we are very, very central location to all the fun stuff in the city. We're very close to the Midtown area, the Cooper Young Arts District, all of the different outdoor spaces, downtown, the airport. There's really a lot to do outside of campus, and we'll talk about more some of the on-campus life in just a second. So some of the general information we have here, our total enrollment is about 1,800 students. So you'll see we are a pretty small institution. Our largest class size every year is about 36 students, and this is of course pre-COVID. During COVID this semester, the classes are even smaller. Average is about 18, and those large class sizes of 36, they are going to be the general education courses, meaning those English 111, Bio 112, those type of introductory courses that every student has to take. We have 41 majors, but including concentrations, we have about 70 different areas of study. And although we are a small institution, we are a very diverse institution. Our student body is represented by 29 countries. 43% of our students identify as belonging to a minority group, and niche.com actually ranked us recently the second most diverse institution in Tennessee. So we really value and welcome students of all walks of life, all backgrounds, all religious affiliations. We are a Catholic institution, but we certainly do not require you to be Catholic. We do have Mass on campus every week for our students, but it is not required by any means. So we have 4 academic schools on our campus: School of Arts, Business, Engineering, and Sciences. We're certainly a very STEM-heavy institution. So our most successful and competitive programs you're going to find within the School of Engineering and within the School of Science. 4 of the 5 engineering majors that we have are ABET accredited. We have labs that our students in engineering and sciences get to work in as early as second semester freshman year. So you really won't have to wait junior and senior year to get that actual hands-on real-world experience. You're not just going to be reading from textbooks for the first 2 years of your experience, which is pretty great. We have over 60 clubs and organizations on our campus, so there are a lot of ways to get involved outside of the classroom. For example, like a lot of people, we have the Student Government Association, we have a lot of different honor societies and professional societies, again, particularly related to the School of Engineering and School of Sciences. We do, however, have professional organizations for students within the School of Business and the School of Arts. And this is really important because it's going to help you pursue and continue your career. It's going to help you with networking, conferencing experience, research experience, all of that stuff. We are very, very big on getting our students internships. 70% of our students participate in an internship before graduation. And that leads to our very, very high success rates. Over 90% of our students have jobs within 6 months of graduation. Of course, we don't just on campus. We've got fraternities, sororities. Oh, my internet connection is unstable. I hope you guys can still hear me. And we are an NC Division II institution. So this slide has a little bit of information about admissions and scholarships. You can apply through the Common App or cbu.edu/apply. Our application is always free. It has always been free. We do require transcripts or test scores. We are test optional for fall of 2021. Keep in mind though, with School of Engineering and Sciences, you must either submit your ACT scores because we do have math ACT score requirements. If you choose to forego the ACT or SAT scores, we will require you to take a math placement test before you can declare your major and enroll in classes. So although we are a private institution, 100% of our students receive a merit-based scholarship upon acceptance, and over 90% of our students' financial need is met. We've got merit awards ranging from $9,000 a year to $18,000 a year, excuse me. And they are automatic upon acceptance, just based off of GPA, ACT scores, and then we do have a variety of stackable scholarships and grants available to you. depending on what high school you go to, what you're interested in studying, what state you're from, that kind of stuff. And then we do have CBU-based grants. So not only do we take financial aid from the FAFSA and from Tennessee State Aid, but we do offer our own grants as well. So that was a little bit about CBU. Our admissions email address and phone number here. If you all have any questions, please feel free to follow up and send an email or call us at any time. We are happy to work with you.
Thanks so much, Maria. I'm learning so many great things about all these institutions, and we still have more to go. So next up is the University of Tennessee at Martin.
Hey y'all, let me get my screen shared here. Okay, my name is Rachel McCullough. I'm an admissions counselor here at the University of Tennessee at Martin. I also have Lauren Thomas with us on tonight, and she primarily recruits in Middle Tennessee. And you'll see both of our contact information, so feel free to reach out with us anytime you have any questions. So first, we're going to get started and talk a little bit about UT Martin and what makes UT Martin so unique. We are a proud part of the University of Tennessee system. We are located in Martin, Tennessee, which is about 2.5 hours northwest of Nashville. And we are a small, close-knit campus community. We have about 7,000, a little over 7,000 students on our campus. We've got students from 45 different states and 21 international countries, so you get to know students from all over. Our average class size is 24, so that's going to allow you to get to know your professors really well. At UT Martin, you're not just a face and you're not just a number, but our faculty and staff really strive to get to know you as a student. They know you, they know maybe when you miss class, so they're there to keep you accountable. We have great, affordable, high-quality resident hall experiences. We strive to keep our residence halls as great as we can and to really keep those affordable. Here's just some quick facts about UT Martin. I'll highlight just a few of them. We have a #1 ranked nursing program. This is by registerednursing.org. Our nursing program, they do 3 years of clinical rotation, so you're going to get a lot of hands-on learning with our nursing program. We are Division I in the Ohio Valley Conference. We offer a lot of athletic scholarships, and so if you need more information about our athletic teams, I'd be happy to get you more information. We've got over 150 different clubs and organizations for our students to be involved in. There's something for everybody. We have got a scuba club. We've got several different academic organizations, fraternities, sororities, religious organizations. We really strive to get our students involved, to get them into that family atmosphere here at UTM. We do have over 15 travel study programs. We send students all across Japan, Korea. We have really great partnerships with them. And then we do have a #1 ranked first among the universities of rated first in the state among universities of student satisfaction. So there was a survey sent out to all students that graduated from a Tennessee public university, and they found that our students were most satisfied with their experience at UTM. Here's just a few things about our different academic programs. We have got 5 colleges. All of our majors are accredited. We have over 100 different programs to choose from. Our big emphasis on our academic programs is hands-on learning. So whether you're in our communications program and you're partnering with ESPN Plus to do broadcasting, or you're in our vet tech program and you're performing minor surgeries before you graduate, our big emphasis and what we really strive to allow our students to do is to get that hands-on learning to make you marketable when you're looking for jobs. So now I'll talk about admissions requirements. So our application is online. It's an all online process. We don't require any essays nor any letters of recommendation. It takes about 10 minutes to fill out. And if you'll just send us your ACT scores and your transcripts, we do require for our admission a 19 on the ACT and a 3.0 GPA, or a 21 on the ACT and a 2.7 GPA. So either or of those, we will super score the ACT. This year, we are offering a test flexible admission option. So we understand with COVID-19 that some of those ACT tests got pushed back. And so we're working with our students. If you have a 3.0 or higher, we'll be able to admit you just based on your high school transcript. So we don't want to keep that from you from applying. So go ahead and send us your application. It is a $30 application fee, but we will process your application with that fee. And then we do accept any NACAC fee waivers. So scholarships, we offer several different kinds of scholarships. On this chart, you'll see our merit-based scholarships that are automatically awarded to students based on your ACT and your GPA. We will super score your ACT for these as well. They start at a 3.0 and a 20 on the ACT. So you can see here where you fall into these categories. And then also we have our Scholarship Aviator. The Scholarship Aviator houses all of our departmental and donor scholarships. So I definitely encourage students to apply for scholarships through the Scholarship Aviator. It is open now. It's open today and it'll close February 1st. And you have the opportunity to apply for scholarships through the Scholarship Aviator every single year. And we do have our University Scholars Program, which is our premier honors program. And that's a group of about 30 students who meet together throughout their freshman and sophomore year to take classes, and they also do travel studies together. So that's a great opportunity for more scholarships as well. Housing, we do have great residence hall options that fit everybody's needs. We've got your traditional residence halls where you live with someone in the same room, share the bathroom with the people next door to you. We have your apartment style residence hall where you get a lot of privacy. You have your own bedroom and then you just share the bathroom with the people next to you. And there is a lot of space for, like there's a hangout area and a kitchen area. And then we also have living learning communities where you live with people within your same major. Our housing application is open, so I definitely encourage students to go ahead and apply. There's a $50 deposit, but it's refundable until June 1st, so that still gives you plenty of time to decide what housing option you want to live in. And there's a self-selection process where you can go in and select your room as well. That will start in February. And the housing application is first come, first serve, so I definitely encourage you to apply soon. So tours and preview days, we would love to have you visit campus. We offer a virtual preview day on November 7th. You can do breakout sessions with our different academic departments. We are currently offering in-person campus tours, and you can sign up online for those. And we also offer virtual admissions counselor meetings where you can meet with your admissions counselor one-on-one. So we would love to meet with you anytime. Feel free to contact us if you ever have any questions about UT Martin, and we are happy to help you. Thank you so much for listening tonight, and you'll have a good rest of your night.
Thanks so much, Rachel. And this is just a final reminder to our participants. Don't forget to put those questions in the Q&A before the evening's over. And our final presentation tonight will be from Union University.
Well, good evening, everyone. I hope everyone can hear me okay. My name is Luke McCormack, and I am a senior enrollment counselor here at Union University. Just to get started, we are located in Jackson, Tennessee, which is about an hour from Memphis and around 2 hours from Nashville. So just up the road, sit off I-40. They're nestled in Jackson, Tennessee, and we are a private Christian liberal arts university associated with the Southern Baptist Convention. We claim to be excellence-driven, Christ-centered, people-focused, and future-directed in over 100 programs of study. And so those are our 4 core values. That's who we are. That's what we're all about. And with that being said, we offer, so many different programs. I would say probably some of our top programs are going to include nursing, visual arts, education, engineering, business, just to name a few. Actually, our nursing, as well as our visual arts, are actually #1 in the nation amongst all Christian colleges in the nation. So we've got, fantastic facilities, fantastic faculty within those 2 programs. But I was a business major at Union, graduated back in 2017, and truly enjoyed every step of the process at Union in obtaining my degree. And so I want to give you guys a little information about some other things that we offer as well. We have a very unique dorm room setup at Union. We actually have, according to niche.com, the 5th best campus housing in the nation, according to niche.com, like I said. And a lot of that has to do with the unique setup. So it's very different than what you would see elsewhere. We have 4 people to a dorm. We have apartment style housing where there are 4 people in a dorm and everybody has their own personal private bedroom all 4 years at Union. So it's very unique, very different, but just a wonderful setup all 4 years as far as the residential life experience at Union. We also participate in NCAA Division II athletics. We participate in the Gulf South Conference and have 11 varsity sports. So pretty much every big sport that you can think of except for football and tennis, or 2 of those. We also have a 10-to-1 student to faculty ratio. So you're really going to be able to get to know your professors, get to know other students in your classes on a deeper, more relationship based level than you would maybe elsewhere. If you guys are looking for, a classroom size of 15 to 20 students where you can really interact, have more of a discussion in the classroom, more dialogue than just sitting in a lecture hall, then we could be a really good option for you in that way. We also want you guys to have, fun outside of the classroom in that we have over 90 campus clubs and organizations for you all to get plugged into. So many different things from sororities and fraternities on campus to student life, student government association. We also have SGA, we have Student Activities Council, we have Student Senate, we've got intramural sports, just things across the board for you guys to get plugged into outside of the classroom as well. And so now Brooke is going to share her screen, and she's going to show you guys 4 screens here to talk a little bit more about our core values. And so you guys are hearing that we're excellence-driven, Christ-centered, people-focused, and future-directed, but you're saying, what is it that makes it so special about those core values, and how do I actually, how will that actually affect me during my time at Union? And so as far as excellence-driven goes, that is going to be seen immediately in the classroom. So as you guys can see, there's, a few students and a professor there in one of our classrooms, and in a lab specifically in Whitehall, and they're, really working almost on a one-on-one basis there on a specific research project or lab. And so you guys will see that you will get that, special attention at the highest level. Union is striving to give you guys every opportunity, every resource, every technology aspect that you need to be successful in whatever career that you are going into. And so we are truly driven by excellence, and that's because our God is excellent. And so that transitions us into the Christ-centered aspect, which is our second core value. And that is so important to us. That is, who we are and what we're all about. We are, very academically rigorous and strong, but we're not willing to substitute that for our Christian worldview. We really want you guys to get that all together, and you will truly get to experience that at Union. So that's not just in our chapel, like you guys are seeing. That is going to be in the classroom. You will experience that. We really want you guys to see how the faith can, be interacted with every single subject across the board in every single department. And so we really do a great job of incorporating the faith into the classroom. And so that transitions into the people-focused core value. I love this picture with Dr. Van Nest and a few of our students having a class, having a little classroom discussion in our coffee shop in the library. In Modero Coffee Roasters. And so that's a really cool opportunity just to show you guys how intentional the professors are with the students and how they really want to get to know you for more than just a student in their class. They want to get to know you for who you are and what you're all about, and want to, build a deeper relationship with you so that they can be mentors and advisors, and write recommendation letters for you guys once you go out into the real world as far as your career goes. And so the people focused aspect is truly special. And to round us out here, our last core value is future directed. So this is a beautiful picture of our great lawn on campus. You guys are seeing some departmental buildings. This is actually a picture from graduation. And our new library is the domed building you're seeing there. But what's really cool about this core value is it's a true testament that we are consistently each and every year doing our best to push you guys in the very best excellence-driven way academically, but also spiritually, to become the best you can, so that when you get out in the real world, you guys are able to stand out and be separate. And we want you to really show that there's something different about you because you have a relationship with the Lord. And so we want you to walk across the stage with a diploma in one hand and a job offer in the other. And so that's a really fun thing. As far to round out our core values, our application steps are listed there, and I know we're running out of time. So if you guys have any questions at the end, I'll be available for that as well. So thank you so much.
Thank you very much. I would now like to invite all of our panelists to turn on their cameras, and we're going to do a little bit of a round robin, and feel free to either share a piece of advice for seniors and their families. Maybe you have a fun fact that you'd like to share about your institution. Maybe it's a campus tradition. Maybe it's something unique or a campus distinction that you'd like to share. So we'll start off again with Peyton, if you don't mind.
Yeah, absolutely. Just a quick little tip, obviously, is to apply early and to apply to many schools. But I would also encourage you to come to take a campus tour at MTSU. We are offering them all week. And then when you take a campus tour, you can stop by our True Blue Horseshoe and take a picture. We have a horseshoe on campus. It's kind of our staple thing. It's what every student takes a picture with on campus. And it is True Blue all the way through from our concrete management concrete management majors. So definitely come on campus, take a picture with that True Blue Horseshoe, and just see what we have to offer you.
Instagrammable, I love it. Next up, let's hear from Laura.
I'm actually going to answer this one for my camera doesn't work on this computer, but at Tusculum, one of the biggest traditions we have is every year we have Netty Day, which is our community service day that the entire campus takes off and does community service within our community. And we require 8 hours of community service per student per year, but we get all those hours all in one day all together. So that's a really fun tradition that I'm really looking forward to getting back to as soon as we can all get back together again.
Isn't that the truth? Thank you very much. And Dustin, what kind of advice or fun facts would you give us?
Well, I took all my time to give you my fun facts and facts the first time. So have a dream school, have a sure thing, have a backup plan, and have a fantastic time. I mean, you're seniors, so don't make smart choices, but have a fantastic time. So dream school, sure thing, backup plan.
I think that's so important, especially this year, to say enjoy your senior year. But there's so many things that haven't gone as planned, but there's still so much to celebrate. Celebrate submitting those applications, celebrate submitting the last application, celebrate those acceptances, and celebrate all those small milestones, because they are big milestones when it's all said and done.
Truth.
Maria.
Hi, so I'm going to go with a weird but fun fact. So I'm sure many of you all know that in Paris, Tennessee, there is an almost perfect 1:20 replica of the actual Eiffel Tower. And the fun fact about that is that that Eiffel Tower was actually constructed by CBU civil and mechanical engineering students in 1990. So there were over 10,000 hours of volunteer work done by our CBU students. And so that's just one of like those fun, weird facts that we talk about. And it just kind of goes to show that for several decades now, we've been really encouraging our students to get that actual hands-on experience and really get outside of the textbooks.
Super cool. Rachel.
I'll go with a fact as well. One of my favorite things about our campus is we have a 650-acre teaching farm on our campus, and I wasn't even an agriculture student, but I have so much fun when I go on campus and see all the different animals, see all different types of crops. So I just have a lot of fun doing that. So that's the fun fact about UT Martin.
Love it. And Union.
Yes, so my fun fact is probably going to be that we are known as the Union University Bulldogs. And so we do have our campus mascot his name is Buster, and he is a Bulldog, and he is a real live Bulldog. And so he does live on our campus. He actually lives in the freshman housing dorm, I guess, a quad with one of our residence directors there and their family. And so he is out and about on campus. You guys will get to play with him and get to interact with him throughout your time. And he'll be at all the big games and preview days and stuff as well. But he's I think 3 years old now, and he's a big ball of fun. So hopefully you guys get to meet him soon. So.
Oh man, you had me at dog, puppy, playmate. Like, that's so fun. Audience, I'd like to just say one last thing. I know that the application process can take a while. It can sometimes feel overwhelming, but we hope that you are having fun too. All these faces on this screen are people that are here to support you. You probably knew that you had your family to support you, your school counselors to support you. Maybe you are reaching out to friends or siblings to support you, but you probably didn't know that you had people like all of these professionals on the screen at every single institution that you're really seriously considering there to support you, to ask any sort of questions that you might have, and to really walk you through the process. So don't take that for granted. Pick up the phone. The phone does make phone calls. It doesn't just text. So take advantage of that to have fun through this process. And lastly, I'd just like to say thank you for joining us. After you close this window, there's going to be a quick 4-question survey that will appear. So we hope that you provide us with some feedback. Sign up for more sessions. There's plenty more to come this week, and well, maybe not this week, but next week. And recordings will be available because this was recorded, and it will be available within about a week. So enjoy your college search process, and best of wishes, everyone. Bye-bye.